using his freedom of speech to its fullest extent. It's John James and Freedom's Pep Rally. Now, America's friendliest host, your buddy, John James.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Rioting has returned to the Twin Cities. In fact, all hell broke loose last night over what appears to be a unnecessary shooting of an armed black suspect. That's all it takes. You hear that knee-jerk? You hear police, you hear black suspect shot. That's all it takes. Hup! Okay, let's gather the forces. Let's go out and loot. Let's burn. Let's excoriate police. All right, you want to hear the story behind the story? You want to hear why this all happened? You want to hear why it's probably now going to be going on again tonight? I hate to think that, but probably will. Here it is. According to Fox, rioters in Minneapolis smashed out windows and lit a dumpster on fire last night near a parking garage where an officer fatally shot a suspect who was wanted for unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon earlier in the day. The suspect is accused of homicide. He did not follow commands. He resisted arrest. He did not follow commands from U.S. Marshal Force, from the U.S. Marshal Service Task Force, it says here, made up of local law enforcement. And he pulled out a gun during the arrest, during the attempted arrest. And he was shot and pronounced dead at the scene. And the riots ensued. What is wrong? That we're being controlled by idiots. And Minneapolis, where Ilhan Omar, who wants to defund the police because they are a cancer, she says, we need to dismantle and reimagine policing so something beautiful can rise. And she got reelected. Did you know the police took about an hour to get there? Why do you suppose that is? Do you suppose it has anything to do with defunding and the lack of police available now? Why? Why do you say? I don't know. I'm asking. Good morning, Mallory. Heather. Well, I haven't seen Heather in there for a while either. It's great to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Oh, do we have stuff for you today? This is awful, though. Starting out, this is awful. This dumpster fire was the initial, I don't know what you want to call it, trouble that began. The dumpster melted into a puddle. Firefighters eventually arrived and extinguished that. I'm sorry, the police took 40 minutes to arrive, not 60. They took 40 minutes to arrive after to the scene. That's after after the dumpster was lit. Some who remained, here's the knee-jerk, opportunistic, idiotic, mindless, thug reaction. Some who remained at the scene late into the night smashed windows of businesses and looted at least 2 stores, according to Rebecca Brannon, who is a local independent photojournalist. She said police were moving from business to business to prevent looting as protesters remained on the street past 2 this morning, local time. Vandals also tagged the building near the shooting scene with anti-police graffiti, things like "kill cops" and "no trial for them." These are anarchists. These are dangerous folks. These are the types of people that Kamala Harris bailed out during the initial Minneapolis riots. You know, the border czar, the same one, the border czar who's never been to the border. Her. She was bailing these thugs out so they could go back and do it again. Crime pays in America when you have friends like Ilhan Omar, when you have friends like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and the left. Crime pays. When are you ever going to learn that? So there's that. That's a sad way to start the day, but that's the kind of thing we're up against here in this country. And it's going to spread. It'll spread. I mean, in Seattle, in Portland, in New York City, in Chicago, Chicago's nonstop. It never ends. The left wants anarchy. They want anarchy. They want racism. Understand, the left wants discord. They sow the seeds of hate. The media, the political left, your progressive friends who are probably not bad people, but they're ignorant. They're ignorant, okay? They're drinking the Kool-Aid. They will tell you you're racist, you're xenophobic, you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Remember, always remember this. They are projecting what they are onto you because they're too dumb to see it. They're too dumb to know what freedom is, what freedom costs, what freedom means. Everything the left wants is anti-constitutional because, as I always tell you, they don't care about the Constitution. For example, open borders. For example, defund the police. For example, get rid of ICE. For example, don't deport anybody. For example, let anybody who wants to come in, come in. For example, hide the truth about COVID-19 with the Chinese Communist government and the U.S. government complicit. Yes, yes. Oh, there's proof of it. I've been saying this for over a year. I've been saying, and it hasn't gotten quite this far yet, but it's getting oh so close. They wanted Trump out so badly, both China and the U.S. government, that somehow, some way, secretively, and a lot of emails from Fauci, by the way, have been redacted, they were able to do it through COVID-19. And a little